what time it is? Bird Gang.
Yo,
Bird Gang.
watch the Rational Logic what?
Bird Gang podcast. Let's go.
We out here, baby. You know what it is.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Irrational Logic. This is our Sunday special going on. We're going to talk about a few things. I got my man Jay in the building, Jesse and Day. You know, we have the other two of the Fab Five. Mike can jump in. You know, Jasper's on vacation right now with his family, and Maul got some other things going on. But they could jump in and hop in when they can. To get started this morning, we're going to talk about some things. We're actually going to talk about one thing that stood out quite a bit across society, and that thing being Kanye West. Once again, he's making his presence felt in the wrong way. I believe during the fashion week, I don't know the name of the title of the exact event, him and Candace Owens decided to post and actually wear in public shirts that said "White Lives Matter." Kind of want to discuss that, break it down. Was he in the right? Was he in the wrong? What are your thoughts on it? And we'll just jump into it. So I'm gonna start with you, Dede. You know, how did you feel about what happened?
I mean, I think across society, you know, that topic is still a tender topic, you know, between everybody. So I think him wearing it, you know, just automatically triggered a response, you know, from everybody. I mean, I think it would have been better if he gave us an explanation of why he decided to do it. You know what I mean? His kids are half white, so I mean, you know what I mean? Because I put the Kardashians in that category. So
Yeah.
Right. So that my thing is, you know, give us the explanation of why you're doing it. Let me know where your mind is at, man. And the people might not take or believe this, but if Donda was here, she wouldn't be doing this. She need to come down and talk to him from a dream or something, because he need her, and he needs some help. He really do. If he's not going to counseling, he need to start going back again. I ain't gonna get too much into that, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I mean, he did try to break it down. He was on the Tucker Carlson show on Fox News, and he was just breaking it down, basically like, you know, Black Lives Matter. I think he said something like it's a scam, it's a fraud, and him and his father talked about it, and his father responded like, "So White Lives Matter, ha ha ha," you know, and Kanye was like, "Yeah, it's like it was funny to him in a sense." And just my take real quick. I think that, you know, while the BLM organization has been accused and, you know, found to have used funds in a way that wasn't meant to benefit the organization, buying a huge house and, you know, living lavishly, I think that's definitely wrong. But the meaning behind the message of Black Lives Matter to me is that, you know, our voice hasn't been heard, you know, for so long, or we are basically ignored, you know, or looked at as, you know, not a priority when it comes to our thoughts, our ideas, and what we think can, you know, make the world better for Black America as a whole. And that's what that means to me. Like, not saying that no other lives matter, but we matter too. Maybe that should have been. Yeah, maybe that should have been like Black Lives Matter too. But, you know, people just find a way to politicize everything. It's polarizing in a sense, but to say White Lives Matter, I mean, we know that, right? I mean, you gotta think about it. Throughout this country's history, how many Black presidents have we had? One, right? How long has it been before, you know, how long ago was slavery? How long ago was the civil rights passed? It's not been that long. This country
not too long. We still fighting.
Yeah, we're still fighting. So when it comes to that, I think that, and Kanye, this is not his first time doing it. I think it's part trolling. I think he's are sensational. I think he's trying to be part relevant, and maybe that's just his strategy. But to be honest with you, like you say, he need Donda, he need Jesus to walk with him still. I mean, I see him as a clown, man. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I see you as a clown. For you to be saying that a black man can't see his child, and my children mean the world to me, and why you ain't helping a black man out? Just putting those phrases in there to drop this shirt, you contradicting yourself. Like I say, you sound like a clown, but that's just my thoughts, man.
And before Jesse jump in, I am going to talk about something that I did read that I do agree with. And like he said, it was in one of his tweets. He said, y'all getting on me about this T-shirt. All the black people that are getting me about this T-shirt, most of y'all have done stuff to hinder or hurt the black community more than I have. So he talking about rappers, talking about drugs, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. And that is kind of true. So at the end of the day, we still have to police ourselves up as a whole, you know what I mean, and start doing stuff to affect our community in a positive way.
1,000%. The thing about it is, though, that White Lives Matter shirt doesn't help the black community.
Definitely. Yeah.
You could talk about things you're doing, but I mean, it's like the pot calling the kettle black because you're not doing nothing to help either. I mean, if you really want to talk about it for real, you got this platform, you got fashion, you're making all this money, and like your shoes is like $300, your clothes is ridiculously expensive. You could have lower costs and products that that can help the community out too, as far as that goes. And on top of that, when it comes to like one argument you hear all the time, well, there's more black people killing black people than cops killing black people. Okay, that's real. But when you look at Black Lives Matter, right? How are these guns and these drugs getting into these communities, but they're not getting into the suburbs? Because y'all allowing them to go one place but not the other one. You know what I mean? And not saying they're still doing right by it, but just to have a supply of these things constantly and not being stopped, does our lives really matter to y'all?
It's placed strategically.
It's strategic, right? So, like, if you think about, like I said, the white suburbs and things like that, that's blocked. I mean, think about this. When crack was out, it was a war against crime. Now that meth and these opioid crisis is a crisis, these people need help. They need counseling. They need to go to rehab. But for us, it was just throw them in jail or let them die. So that's just something I'm throwing out there. But go ahead, Jesse, man. I see you got the, you know what I'm saying, got the road going on, looking smooth right now. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Always on my kingly. But I feel like, honestly, bro, I mean, I have mixed feelings about everything. I don't know, like, just society, just as a whole, man, it's nonsense. It's just BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay for the Black Lives Matter movement to do whatever they do. White people could wear a BLM shirt. Wouldn't be the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, because he's a black man, he wears a White Life Matter shirt. It's like, breaking news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could it be, a double standard? I'm sure it is in somewhere, some shape, some form. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everything boils down to black or white and race and all the rest of this stuff. When it's like black lives, white lives, Asian lives, Indian lives, whatever, like all lives matter. Life matters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like part of the reason why, or part of the problem, I guess, would be one, that people need to take the color out of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, in the world that we live in, race is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a black man and a white man are not treated equally. You feel me? I get it. I understand it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's the problem, man. People are just, you focused on the wrong shit. Like, you focused on the wrong stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's a black man, a white man, an Asian man, a Mexican man, like, whatever. Like, what does that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the person, not the skin of the person, but the person, if the person is capable of doing whatever needs to be done, or if the person is that person that is handling whatever, it shouldn't matter the color. You feel me?
Agreed.
So it's like, and unfortunately, yes, that's how it's worked, man. That's how our society is set up. You feel me? Now, as far as Kanye goes, who knows, man? He might have another project coming out, because people always be like, Kanye crazy. Kanye ain't that damn crazy to be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that crazy to strategically make the moves that he's making to put him in the position that he's in financially. He ain't that crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, right. And it's like, and then at the same time, it's like people talking about, you're supposed to do this for the culture, you're supposed to do that. Why? I mean, he's a black man who made crazy money. When did it become when did black people as a culture become his responsibility? You know what I'm saying?
But like, you can't do both though, man. You can't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, he has his own fashion line, whatever. If he wants, like, just like Jordan has the #1 selling sneaker, whatever. Dumb expensive. Some of these Jordans be $200-$300, and people be like, "Yeah, man, you can make your sneakers cheaper." Why? Why do I have to make my sneakers cheaper so that you can afford it? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. The only thing with Kanye, I mean, this guy, you can't do both, right? You said it's not his responsibility to uphold black society or black culture, right? But at the same time, you're the same dude that wanted to run for president. You're the same dude that jumps out in front of things and try to say that you are a shining light or a guiding light when it comes to this culture thing. You can't have it both ways. You can't turn it on and off.
Agreed. So he definitely needs to pick a lane. I feel you on that. He definitely needs to pick a lane. But I'm just, in general, man, like, that just kills me, man. Like, in the black community, if you have a black person that becomes successful and has money, that's the first thing people be on. Like, oh, you got to give back. You got to take care of the community. You got to take care of the culture and this, that, and the third. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, that's not your responsibility. Just because I made it and I have money now, or whatever the case may be, does not mean I am responsible for the hood. Does not mean I'm responsible for changing the lives of all these black people, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So, like, stuff like that irks me a little bit, just because.
Responsibility either. If you don't want that responsibility, that's fine. There's plenty of people who make great money.
But then you get looked at. You get looked at and you get talked about and you get, slated because, oh, you not giving back. Oh, you not doing this. You not doing that. And it's like, it just, that subject, I guess, that topic is just, it's a lot that comes with it. But that's one that gets to me because, people, I went through it. Like, people came to me like, oh, you not a real one. This, that, and the third, because when I started my business and it became successful, I wasn't just out here just handing money out left and right. And it's like, bro,
you ain't supposed to. You take care of your family, and then everything else, falls
exactly.
Right. You know what I mean? Exactly. At the end of the day, like,
took off.
Yeah, you got to.
My business took off. It became successful. I gave back plenty by giving opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I gave black men jobs, or I set people up in a situation for them to succeed. But because I'm not out here just paying people's bills and, out here just throwing money around.
You ain't signed up for that, though.
Yeah, you feel me? So,
and that's the difference. I believe he kind of signed up for this. Just the way he carried himself in a way that you wanted to be looked at as this pioneer, this leader of this culture. So take on that responsibility or leave it alone or stop doing it. You know what I mean? Again,
I feel you.
I don't think it's about the money per se as far as giving back, but like at least stand up for what you say. Stay in your ground on what you believe in. Don't just switching up and all this stuff, man. It just seems like you're doing it to either be sensational, to get eyes looking your way. It's like a show to me. I don't take it seriously anymore. I don't take it seriously no more. You know, I think he's trolling, and you know, God bless him, man. Hopefully that man is mentally well, and the stuff
people still gonna buy his Yeezys regardless as soon as they come out. I mean, I don't personally, but you know what I'm saying. You know,
I have, but I'm done. I can't do it no more. I can't support you in no form or fashion because like you went too far.
But everybody not gonna have that same mindset though. They're gonna still buy it and support, and you know what I mean.
I know, and that's cool with them. You know what I mean? Because some people don't stand for nothing. You know, you say things out your mouth, but your actions speak louder than words. So you know, that's what it is. And like another thing I don't respect about this man is how he handled the whole Kim Kardashian situation. Like you don't put your family business down the street, man. Your kids listen to this. Your kids is listening to this, bro. You got 4 kids with this woman, and y'all business is all out in the air, and they got to deal with that. They gonna be mentally messed up. Their mama already got a sex tape. They got it bad enough. You know what I'm saying? And then you throwing some more stuff out here for everybody to know. So they go to school or whatever, and the kids poking fun at them. They space, man. You gotta think about your kids first. So I ain't like the way you handle that either. I'm like, bro, you starving for attention. Like if she don't want to be with you, she don't want to be with you, Ace. Like you Kanye. You get any female you want. You know what I'm saying? I know you want your family back, but she don't want you because of the way you act. And I understand where she's coming from. It's by being the asshole you are. I can see why she don't want to deal with you no more. But yeah, I didn't respect that either. But yo, again, God bless Kanye. I can talk about Kanye all day. It's a wrap. So we're gonna go to the next crazy mother effer. Draymond Green. Draymond right hand, him with the right? The right hand green.
That's all you hit.
Yeah. So I heard like some couple of different things going on, like of the story. I heard one thing that Jordan Poole was bragging about when he gets his contract extension, he's going to get a pool, and he's going to call it a Jordan pool because it's going to be the GOAT. But like he kept saying the same thing over and over again in practice, and Draymond was like, "Yo, get some new material." And then Poole said something to him, and that's how that all happened. I don't know if that's the case. That's some petty stuff. I think there's something else behind that. But did y'all hear anything differently, or like what caused the issue?
Nah, I haven't heard nothing different, man. I'm still stuck on just like 9 times out of 10 it was over something stupid, over something petty. Cause I don't see why 2 grown ass men are sitting here, you know what I mean, throwing hands at practice. Like for what?
Somebody was getting hands, but you know it's a different.
You know what I'm saying? Like we two multi-millionaire caliber people. Like why the hell are we in here? You know what I'm saying? Like why? Explain it to me, bro. Make it make sense.
What you think about that, Day? What you think? Why?
Man, I think it's corny, man. At the end of the day, like you said, they 2 grown men. The Warriors didn't make a big deal out of it because of the fact that, like Steve Kerr, he got punched in the face by Jordan before. You got punched in the face by the GOAT. So he's like, you know, it probably happens in practice.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Yeah, like a whole bunch of times. So, and then the person, whoever the TMZ person is the real person. Yeah, how much you get paid for that to leak it out? You know what I mean? And when they find out who it was, of course, he ain't gonna be with the organization no more. But
he probably got enough money.
Well, yeah, after that, yeah. But my thing is that, like I said, that probably happens every day. I mean, I respect Draymond because he apologized. He apologized to Poole. He apologized to his parents because, like you said, his kids got to see that stuff. His family got to see that stuff. My take on it is that Draymond actually wants out of Golden State.
You think he wants?
Yes, he wants to go to LA.
But what would that? I would punch up Jordan Poole in the face, help him get out of Golden State.
Because you already know Draymond was already having contract issues, saying he wanted a way bigger contract again. So they're not going to be able to pay all those people and pay Draymond. So if he starts trouble, just like anybody else, they're going to be like, you know what, let's get him out of here. He's still on the what's LeBron 8 Clutch? He's in Clutch Sports too.
Okay.
So it just made sense to me. I mean, they'll probably have to give up too much for him to come there because I think the Warriors are going to want AD in part of any trade, and they probably ain't willing to do that.
Nah.
But I think Draymond, like I said, he won his titles. He ready to do Hollywood stuff. So,
well, I know he's doing this podcast right now. Maybe that was, I don't know. But
I think LeBron is in his ear.
LeBron said, "Steal that motherfucker."
If it comes up like down the line, a couple weeks from now, like you said, you heard it here first. I wouldn't be surprised at the end of the day.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this. Me and Maul was talking about it. I think you saw on the text. And Maul was like, Draymond snuck him.
You done accused me of stealing. The only thing I'm stealing out here today is your face.
I don't feel like Draymond snuck him, man. Do y'all feel like Draymond snuck him?
If you push somebody, that's just like if me and you, even back in the hood, back at school, if you push somebody, you already got to be
You're ready.
Yeah, you already got to be ready. Yeah, you got to be ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's like that push, like, get out my face. You already know you need to be ready. So,
what do you think on that, Jay? Did he sneak him, or do you think he got him? I mean, was it fair, or what?
I mean, I feel like it's probably a little bit of both. I mean, Poole did push him, so it's like once you push him, you gotta be ready for anything. You know what I mean? He could have pushed you back, or he could have came with that right hand like he did. So it's like
Superman punch.
Yeah, man. So it's like it wasn't necessarily a sneak, but it's not like they were squared up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we about to get it popping. Put your hands up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Poole pushed him, and then Draymond came back with some big boy stuff. You know what I mean? So, if anything, it's a lesson learned, man.
You didn't think that was going to happen. You thought a little, like y'all in the game or something.
Right.
Ain't nobody calling no technical fouls in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Facts.
I mean?
So, it's a lesson learned for Poole, I feel like, keep your head on a swivel, bro. Be ready at all times, man.
Hopefully it doesn't do nothing to his confidence and he still can play at a high level. Because I know when you go on that court, they're going to be giving him the business for probably a while. He's going to be in his ear with that, for a little bit. So hopefully he's cool, man. This mental health thing is real, man. Social media, I think, has really impacted mental health. I think everything is like repeated and it's for all eyes to see. It's easily to get embarrassed in this society and not let it go away. Like the internet's forever, and people can always bring it up to you, and you can't avoid it unless you just there's some people, celebrities, that they just cancel, they throw their social media off because of how the comments and everything and how it affects their mental health. And I don't know, man. I think this world is coming a sad place, man, because I look at it like, if you think about it, anybody can say anything without no accountability on social media. You know what I mean? I said something about, what's that joint called? I said something about The Little Mermaid. There's a Little Mermaid, there's a new movie coming out, and The Little Mermaid's black. It was this big thing that, oh my God, why did y'all make her black? Why y'all race bend? I'm like, it's a mermaid. I mean, it's not real. But the point of it is, I made a comment.
Yeah, what's it called? They coming out with a new Peter Pan too, and Tinkerbell's black now.
That's cool too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them be mad, but it doesn't matter to me. There's certain iconic characters that, Little Mermaid, maybe it is for like that for somebody, but I don't think it's to the point where you start becoming, throwing racial pictures out there and making comments. I made a comment on one post, and a dude, I got called the N-word, and I just laughed at that, like, yo, y'all serious about this over this mermaid thing? But there's no accountability. Like, you ain't gonna say it to my face, you know what I'm saying? And people can say anything out their mouths and just run away and hide, not even be a real, hide behind a fake avatar, a name. You don't know nothing about this person. So it's like, you gotta have that mental stability in your mind, just take that, brush it off your shoulders. Because if you get that enough, though, I can see that, getting to you. You know what I'm saying? In your head.
We was in this group. I was in this group on Facebook, and I seen they was like boycott the movie and all that stuff. And like I told them, like ain't nobody really say nothing back. But I was like, all the slaves that y'all threw in the water over the years, mermaid probably is black. Shit.
On top of that, and then look, and it's in the Caribbean, right?
You know, like come on, man.
What do you want? What do you? Sebastian Jamaican, but American, Ariel is from Iowa. Ariel's from Iowa. Sebastian Jamaican like a mother.
Wow, that's a good
crazy,
question. So what if with the Little Mermaid, this new Little Mermaid movie, what if they made Sebastian some blonde hair, blue eyed white dude?
And that's their business. Sebastian's a crab, so I don't know how they're gonna make that happen, but if they did, I wouldn't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's the Little Mermaid, bro. I don't care, bro. But I guess some people like I don't know. Like, does it really make a huge difference that she's black or white or any other color if it's a mermaid? And then I got challenged. Somebody said something, well, the Black Panther ain't real. What if the Black Panther was black? I said, first of all, that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's an African king in the middle of a continent. His whole storyline is based off of this. Don't go there with it. I think that was a dumb challenge that had no mustard. But like, they just made Captain America black now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make him black, but they progressed him. Like Steve Rogers, he gave the mantle to Anthony Mackie. So I don't know, man. A lot of people get mad about this race bending, but they don't say nothing about when they do the same thing. We've been whitewashed for years. Cleopatra, right? Just like recently, they had a movie called The Gods of Egypt. The only black god of Egypt was Chadwick Boseman, and he had a small part. Everybody else in that joint was white, bro. So like nobody.
Years, the European, the Asian, you know what I'm saying? Everything in Egypt, but white people, like y'all know that's not true.
Yeah, come on. So like, and nobody was screaming
the boy. What was it? The boy Tom Cruise in that movie.
Oh yeah, The Last Samurai. How are you the Last Samurai, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you,
bro?
The Last Samurai? God damn. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So yeah, I think the society is crazy, man. I don't know. I that's why I don't do social media, but I'm trying to, I gotta do it now because we're trying to get this thing off the map and get it running. But it does make me a little nervous to be in, these conditions.
It's just so different, bro.
It is, and it's like you don't know. It's like you really can't get. I don't even know how to react to some of these things. I wouldn't personally know how to react if I was getting attacked on social media.
Just hear the thing about it. You remember the gauntlet we used to go through at school if you wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that makes last like a day or a week. So imagine having like millions of people in 5 minutes, you get fried up. You know what I'm saying? Or get beat up. Like they would, man. It would be crazy. Like
it's nuts, and that's what's scary. And I hope we have millions of people that know of us. And I don't think that's gonna be a bad thing at all. But it is scary because you don't know what. I don't know, man. And then it's like,
I think it's good when it's good, but when it's bad, yeah. When it's bad, it's bad, man.
Because look at even with Kanye, black people not feeling it. There's a lot of white folks loving it. You got you got white folks saying, say it with me, white lives matter. I'm proud to say white lives matter. It's like, okay, like, are you saying it because you feel as though that you're not really being, like, not mattering in our society? Or are you saying it to troll? Are you saying it as a weapon? Are you using this as a weapon, or actually have some conversation behind it, how you feel that you have been, disfranchised, you've been put down the totem pole, like, but have some thoughts behind it. If that's the case, I'm cool with having a conversation, but don't use it as a weapon. And people are very brave on the internet. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Like you said, just even with the Golden State situation, like when Kerr got punched in the face, went on social media, that stuff didn't leak out. And then now today you see less than 24 hours, billions of people knew about it.
And speaking of that, just going to the next subject, Russell Wilson, man. We want to ask if Russell Wilson's cooked, but he's getting killed on social media. Bronco County, let's ride. Bronco Country, let's ride.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
You see the last one he did at the end of his press conference? He said it drove light and he getting fried up. Like he thinks Sierra, so Sierra's on social media all the time. She probably get hit in the head with it. You know,
Right.
Future probably saying some stuff on the side, laughing at the joint.
Yeah. Future said he trying out for quarterback next week, bro.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So like, what is going on? So like, I don't know. My thoughts is Russell Wilson cooked. I think he's done. I'll be perfectly honest with you. He doesn't look good. He didn't look good last year, to be honest with you. Last year I saw him kind of falling off some. He wasn't the same person. But like, I don't think we ever gonna see him in that form. His legs, I don't know if his escapability is different, because that's one thing he always had. He can move around the pocket by the time and find somebody, but I'm not seeing that. Maybe it's a new system or whatever, but what's your thoughts? Is he still there? You still believe in Russell Wilson as a quarterback, or you think he's cooked? Jay, go ahead.
I mean, I feel like, it's a new system. It's a new environment. And, he's just having an off season so far. I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I don't feel like he just magically woke up and lost all his athleticism. Like, he's still Russell Wilson. He's just having a down season.
He got hurt last year
too,
right?
Yeah, it's like, I feel like people need to relax, bro. Like, everyone isn't on a game all day, every day. You feel me? Like, if he's going through a slump, he's going through
$235 million, dog. I mean, he should be.
All right.
That's the key.
How many major league pitchers get paid stupid amounts of money and they go through slumps? You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens, bro. It happens. He's going through a little slump right now. It's not clicking. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not running on all cylinders right now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's Russ. It's Russ, bro. Like, he's going to come back. It might not be this season. Hopefully it is. But if not, you know what I mean? Eventually he'll get back on track, bro. He'll get back on track.
What's your thoughts, Dede?
I think I'm comparing this to the McNabb situation, man, a couple of years ago when we traded in Washington. Like, I don't know. Like you said, maybe it's the new system. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's the Hollywood in him, man. He just ain't got that same, like I said before Sierra, like, he just don't have that same swag about him football wise anymore. You know what I'm saying? And the team, like I said, the team is different. The system is different. But like you said, is you getting paid $250 million, you are going to be expected to produce. Baseball, I understand what Jesse was talking about, but you got 160 something games, you know what I mean, to get it right. Football, you only have 16 games, because you mess around and fall back and you have a slump and your team go 0-4, that could put you out of the playoff race quick.
Facts.
Especially in the division he in. So, because Kansas City, they started to hit on their cylinders. I mean, the Raiders just don't know. And then, what's the name? The Chargers, they a little banged up too. But if Herbert and them get they thing going and Keenan Allen come back, Denver could easily be third in the division quick. So, hopefully he prove everybody wrong and get it together, because you don't want to see nobody, doing bad, but I don't know. He might be. It might be that beginning of the end of the road for him. It's probably gonna be the beginning of the end for him.
Yeah.
We said the same thing about Wentz too, because we like, hey, he's still a mobile quarterback. He probably could still be good. And you see, like, even last year he didn't do terrible, but it was just in the clutch situations he couldn't get it together. This year it's just like, you miss the Eagles' offensive line when you.
When you get towed up like that, but it's about the first two games.
Well, I mean, when you look at Russ, that's part of the problem too, man. Like, he stay getting hit, he stay on the run, he stay on the move. So it's like he don't got time to really, plant his feet and do what he do. But I just feel like, there's a lot of variables in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's
I personally feel like, he's Russell Wilson, bro.
Believe in him.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in him. I feel like he'll bounce back.
Let me see. Are you glad? Let me ask this. Are you glad that we didn't sign him to that $200-something million deal?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Looking back on it now.
Yeah, he doesn't look the same at all.
But you know what? It might be different if he was in Philly.
But I'm like you. I was like you, Jesse. Like, it might be different than what if he came to us. Well, yeah. He was like offensive
Because
line.
it's a whole different team. It's a different line. You got different receivers. It's a different playbook. You know what I'm saying? So,
but like when you missed that, like the last game, they played the Colts, and he got him on the streaking in the sling, and
you can't.
It's that type of thing. That has nothing to do with him running for his life. He has time. He's just missing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know and that's nothing physical. That's just like, you've done this. You won a Super Bowl, man. You've been on the top. Like, you've been like maybe over the past 5 years, he's been in the top 5 quarterback conversation every year. You know what I mean? And now I don't say he's a top 20 quarterback right now, in my opinion.
So that would bring up the question: Is it Russ or is it the system?
I think
was he only Russell Wilson because he was a part of that Seattle system? He was part of that Pete Carroll system. You know what I'm saying? So now that he's out of that system, now he's being exposed, and it's like, oh, you're not what we thought you was.
It could be. He's always been with Seattle. We haven't seen him play with nobody else, so it could be. I know they've been through a lot of different coordinators, but usually when you go through different, you still take some stuff from previous regimes.
But even when he was with Seattle, he still had offensive line issues. That was one of his main things. Saw somebody here to protect him.
Yeah, that's always been his thing. Seattle never protected that man. You know, that's one thing I will say about that. They just did that because they know he can run around and make things happen. But I don't know, man. I'm hoping that he's not cooked. I mean, I don't feel sorry for him if he is. He already made this money. He's good. I feel sorry for Denver. Y'all just got fleeced. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got fleeced.
Contract gonna have him in a barn for a minute.
They done. And that makes me really think about, our contract situation. Well, we can't re-sign Jalen until next year anyway. We can't extend him until next year, but that's gonna be interesting. To see how that works. Because
Howie's good with working numbers, so.
Oh yeah, he's great with that. He is great with that. I mean, he see this thing coming. How we see this thing coming. But yeah, man, Russell. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, Daddy, I got you with Texans, Jaguars, Chicago, Vikings, Lions, and Patriots, right?
Yep.
So go ahead and go through those 3 games. Let us know how you feel.
All right, first, Texans and Jags. The Texans, they struggle in the passing game a lot. Brandon Cooks, he's been a non-factor since week 1. Damon Pierce, the running back, has been the only bright spot for them. And he'll probably have another big game, for Houston because, like I said, Jacksonville, they just gave up 200 yards against us last week. As far as Jacksonville, they got Zay Jones returning. And, just like Doug did in Philly, he got that running back by committee approach. So I think the defense will do enough, and they'll bounce back because they're young and talented. So I'm picking Jacksonville 24-14 in that game. Bears, Vikes. I think Justin Jefferson and Thielen, they'll probably be too much for them. But the key for the Vikes is which D is going to show up. David Montgomery for Chicago, he's going to be back. So
back today?
Yeah, he's going to be back. I seen it last night. Yeah, he'll be returning. So with him and Herbert, even if he's not 100%, Herbert, I think is very capable of, taking the load. Yeah, so that's my upset special. I picked the Chicago over the Vikings 28-24. 28-24.
28-24 Chicago, okay.
Yep, the Lions and the Patriots, man. Swift is going to be out, and St. Brown is still questionable with the ankle. The defense gave up 45 at home last week. So I just, that one is like Mac Jones, he's still questionable. I think he's going to be out. Jacoby Myers was returning, but I think the New England defense will do enough to win that game. So I got New England 24, the Lions 17.
It's the injury game. That's what that sounds like. That's a lot of injuries right there. Okay, good takes, man. All right, Jesse, you got I got you with Titans and the Commandos, the 49ers versus the Panthers, and the Cowboys versus the Rams. What you got for us? So Titans, Commanders first.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like Washington, they done, bro. Like I feel like they like the Broncos. They just can't seem to get it clicking. They can't seem to get it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Wentz, he's too unreliable, man. I can't put my faith in him. So I feel like the Titans is going to take that. I feel like Derrick Henry is going to get back to his King Henry form and run all over them. As far as the score, I'll say probably like 28-14. I can see that.
What about San Fran at Carolina?
I feel like San Fran gonna get that one, man. I feel like Jimmy G, he gonna show out a little bit. You know what I mean? I know he hasn't really been nothing too crazy the past 3 weeks, but I feel like he get a nice little game in today. Yeah, man.
Jimmy managed that clock.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they're gonna pull that out. Last week they was looking a little better. You know what I mean? So I feel like, slowly but surely, I feel like they're gonna get back to that form that they was last year. You know what I'm saying? As far as the score goes, man. I feel like it might be. I feel like it might get a little ugly.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like San Fran probably they get at least 30, man. 30.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's going to be. I'll say 30.
13.
Yeah. I'll give him at least. I'll give him 17.
Okay. 37.
I'll give him 17.
Okay. Lastly, Cowboys at the Rams.
Man, you already know, bro. Like I can't do it. I can't go for the Cowboys, bro. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Rush, he been doing his thing. He undefeated, but I feel like he get that first L. He get that first L today. I feel like the Rams, they're going to come in, they're going to do what they do. Even though...
Smacked last week by the 49ers.
I was about to say that. Even though
they got their number, though, it's different.
They got smacked around, but, they always get smacked around by the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Aaron Donald, he going to go off, and he going to have Cooper Rush with them happy feet. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like the Rams are going to win, and I want the Rams to win, but I feel like it's probably going to be a close game. You know what I'm saying? I'll do 20. I'll do 21-14.
Okay. A tight one Rams way. All right, I got two. I got the Bengals at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, right now, the sink or swim. The crazy thing is about that division is still up in the air. Anybody still can win that division, so it's tough. It's a divisional game, but, they in Baltimore. Lamar, don't make me look dumb again, man. If you get the lead this time, just keep it this time. Just win the game. So I think it's going to be a tough game, though. I think I'll say 31-24 Ravens. Then I got the Raiders versus the Chiefs. The upset special. I got the Raiders winning this game first and foremost. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. It's in Kansas City. The Raiders are pretty much, they have to win to even stay pace within this division. They 1-3. They're 2 games behind. They can't fall 3 games behind in that division. I just don't think that's going to be a good recipe for them. I see them pulling it out in a shootout. I'm gonna say 41-35 Raiders.
Wow.
To win this. It's gonna be a big one. I think it's gonna be a shootout. So yeah, those are my 2. So those are our predictions for the week as far as games that we had selected. And now we're gonna go ahead and jump into, of course, the Birds. That's what we're here for. Bird Gang in the building. We're gonna talk about our bold takes like we do every single week, and we're gonna have a score prediction. Go ahead, Dede. Go ahead. What you got going on? What's your bold take? You like You like 3-1 with your bold take.
I think you're gonna like this one too. I think you're gonna like this one.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Dude, I'm out. Let me see. You gonna put a jersey on?
Yeah, I gotta put it on for you. This for you, Terry.
Put it on.
This for you,
I'll
Terry.
put on crazy stuff.
Hey,
You know, building. Miles
Sanders. Miles Sanders will go over 125 yards for the second consecutive week. So
yes,
like
sir.
Said,
no touchdowns.
Don't even bad. I give him one touchdown.
You worry about the yards. I got you.
I give him one touchdown. I give him one touchdown.
Okay.
So
I like it.
Even though Mailata's out, we got Mailata out on the offensive line. I think the offense will do enough to still roll. The offense will be clicking against their defense. Hurst will do his thing. Defensive wise, we still got Maddox out, but it's the second week he's been out. So Clay is coming back, so it'll give them time to adjust. Hopefully, they don't keep Josiah Scott in the slot and they bring CJ up a little bit more. I think our defense line will get enough pressure on Murray, but as long as we contain him, we'll be fine. I say Eagles with the win, 34-20.
34-20. Whoa! We kicking their ass. Okay, I like it. Okay. Jay, what you got? What's your bold take?
You know what? I think AJ. I think AJ go off today. Like, he's had some good games, but AJ has not yet to go off. You know what I mean? I feel like AJ get at least 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
And I feel like he gets, I say, 115 yards.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, man.
What score you got? What you thinking?
I actually got it kind of close, man. I feel like it's going to be a close game. I say 21-24.
Okay.
So he's going to come down to a field goal.
Come out and field goal. You say it's going to be close because of what? Why you think it's going to be
close? Because, Kyler Murray with that rollout, man. I feel like he's going to be rolling out a lot. He's going to be tearing our middle up. You know what I mean? Like, Gannon stay in them damn zone defenses. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they might get some success with them dump offs and them rollouts.
They call it definitely the key for this week.
Yeah, so I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a shootout. You know what I mean? We both got mobile quarterbacks. We both got mobile teams in general. You know what I'm saying? Zach Ertz, he gonna try to show out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a competitive game, but I still feel like the Birds come away with it.
What's their record, by the way? Are they 1-3? 1-2?
No, they're 2-2.
2-2. In their division.
So Jesse, speaking of the kicker, right? Jake is out this week.
Yeah, he out.
Jake is out.
Yeah, we got the young boy. What's his name?
Dicker.
I forgot about that.
You think we in a dome? In a dome, though.
You think he's gonna come through?
True. I mean, but that's pressure, man. We'll see how he deal with that pressure.
Hopefully, you don't have to deal with this is for the game. Just take that out. Just don't put that pressure on the young man. I don't want him to decide the game on his leg.
We don't need that juju right there.
Oh my God! If he missed that, Ray Finkel, we don't want that.
Oh man!
Don't put him in that situation. Siri got a team. Put him on your back. Don't let that happen. So, my bold prediction is that we hold the Cardinals under 50 yards rushing today. That means we got to contain Kyler Murray, and I think Gannon gonna have something for him. I think we see Kaiser White and some spies just to make sure to keep them honest. So hopefully that's the case. I see our team. I don't know, man. I think we win the game, but I don't know what to say about the score. I'm not gonna lie to you. We also get back because Jalen game. When you remember Jalen, like 2 years ago when he came to Arizona, we almost won. He threw that ball to Goddard down the seam. So Jalen, I think he's gonna play well. I think he's gonna have a good game, not a messy game. I think Miles Sanders has a good game. I'm worried about that slot, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm worried about I'm worried about what's his name? Ronaldo Moore. He's back, right? Yeah, he's back. But I got the Birds, but I'm going with the faithful. I'm gonna say 28-24 Birds. I think it's gonna be a scoring event. I would love it to be a blowout, but it's the Cardinals, man. They always play us tough, so that's what I'm going with. And that's pretty much it, man. You know, as far as that goes, the game and everything is at 4:30 today in Arizona.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna ball out. You know, we're gonna have our gear on and do our thing. Burger Gang out here. Hey, we're gonna have a great game. Hopefully we win. We'll be back tonight to talk about what happened after the game. Also coming up is Cowboys week. You know, if you listening and you got something to say as Cowboys fans, send us some videos of y'all smack talking. We want to talk smack too, because we don't like y'all. And y'all know that.
I'm gonna try to get one. I'm gonna try to get one on the podcast.
Yeah. I want to get people on the podcast. Come out here and say, bump your gums. You know, come out here, talk what you guys say, so we can shut that down. Send clips of you talking smack. We'll put it on the Instagram. You know, and then we'll actually review it and tell you why you're wrong. But other than that, man, fellas, it's a pleasure as always. Irrational Logic, another successful podcast.
Sure.
I'll see y'all guys later. Take it easy. Peace.